keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
All right, everybody, it's good to be back here with you today. Before we get into everything, if you can, if you're new here, this is your first time seeing my live stream, if you guys could, I'd appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button, it really help. We are only, excuse me, only 19 away from 2,200 subscribers. Didn't think we'd ever get to that point. I thank you guys so much for your support. But if you guys can, if it's your first time and you like what you hear today, please subscribe. Also, if you can hit the thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. And also, if you'd like to become a channel member to get some emotes and badges while you're in the chat to show off your support for the channel, you can certainly do so by hitting the join button, and that'll only be $2.99. You can also follow me on Twitter at Beyond the Script. Very easy, to the point. As far as anything else, I do have TikTok that's Beyond the Script as well. If you want to check out some of those videos I do over there, I just do like fun stuff. I don't really do a lot of talking about wrestling. That's mainly for YouTube, but they have better effects and I enjoy it. It's fun. So, but it is a challenge because getting followers on TikTok is not easy compared to YouTube and Twitter. So, if you guys can, I'd appreciate your support over there as well. So, I did happen to catch Forbidden Door. I watched till probably about 9:30. Why? Why did you support it and only watch that far? Tony Khan putting CM Punk and MJF on first for the casuals, we're going to be like, "Oh, if that's all we wanted to see, we're good. We can head out of here and do whatever we want to do. Why do we want to watch the rest of it?" The thing is, I don't really like this New Japan stuff. I really don't. I'm sorry if that offends you or makes you angry with me, but I at least gave it a shot. But it doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. I don't know. I don't feel like there is a forbidden door because they are kind of partners to begin with. So it's like, what is so? Where's what's the war between the two companies? I don't get it. But after MJF and after Punk, I watched up to about Orange Cassidy. I'm just like, yeah. It's starting to feel like Dynamite. It really is. After the first hour or so, but of course, I'm gonna have people say, "Oh well, how about Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega? Man, you missed a banger." It was probably after 10 o'clock before that match came on. I'm sorry, I even struggle with Monday Night Raw being till 11. I really fucking do, because some of us do have to go to work in the morning the next day, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, how much longer is this gonna be?" And there was no point of staying up because MJF wasn't gonna be at the media scrum. There's going to be no MJF. I don't know if Punk was there or not. I didn't watch the media scrum, but I'm like, well, if he's out of there, what's the point of me watching it after that? So I'm going to just dive in here to your results. Those of you who may be interested, I appreciate it. If you're not, I'm still going to go over them anyway. I'm not going to keep up too much of your time today. This is what happened on the buy-in was Chaos versus Mogul Embassy. I don't know if I said that right. But the winners were Mogul Embassy. It was all right. It was all right. A lot of good action in it. But why is Brian Cage on the fucking buy-in? Why? What the hell happened to Brian Cage? This is a guy that they could really have as a top guy, and you're putting him on the buy-in. I don't like it, Tony. I really don't like it. I don't know what the point of that was, but it seemed like a lot of their top guys just wanted to get the hell out of there. I don't know. That was just my feeling of it. Then the second match, they had Billy Starks versus Athena. This was pretty good as well. I will give the ladies credit. They put on a good match. I didn't really know who Billy Starks was because I don't watch AEW on a regular basis. So me being a casual fan was like, who? Who is this guy? This girl, Tony. I don't know who she is. But Athena won that one. I'm glad Athena has some title on her. So good for her. Glad to see she's doing all right in the AEW. Then we had Stu Grayson versus El Phantasmo. Hmm, I'm sorry. This match was kind of eh. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. but that's the way I felt about the match. It was in. And the winner, El Phantasmo. Okay. What did they get for this? Nothing. So, okay, I'm going to move on. And then we get to the main card. I was really shocked that MJF went on first. I really was. I'm like, excuse me, you couldn't have him later in the show? Why? Why? But he faced Hiroshi Tanahashi. I think I actually said that right. And of course, MJF won. I think he used the diamond ring when the ref had his back turned, and he won via the diamond ring. Hey, it's MJF. He's a heel. That's what heels are going to do. He did schedule a tweet that he should have Hiroshi beat by now. It was a little MJF. It was a little late, but you still won. Still had the outcome, but it was a little late, and it was pretty good. I'll give it a solid B. Then next we had CM Punk. Who did he wrestle again? Satoshi. I don't know if I'm fucking saying this right. I'm sorry. Kohima. Is it usually like in Spanish? If it's a J, it sounds like an H. So I'm gonna say Kohima. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the way they were pronouncing it, but this was pretty good. CM Punk won, and from what I hear, Punk was on one side of the arena. The Elite were on the other side of the arena. What a bunch of sissies, man. Not referring to Punk. Punk actually wants to talk things out and be able to work together. They're the ones that are just being children. I'm just like, you really gonna sit on the other side of the arena? What the fuck is wrong with you? I really I really don't get it. I'm sorry guys. I just don't get it. This is where I was kind of like, why? Because Orange Cassidy versus Daniel Garcia versus Katsuyori Katsu. Good thing I'm not a ring announcer, right? Katsuyori Shibata versus Zack Sabre Jr. I think I am pretty close. But of course, who do you think the winner was? Orange Cassidy wins a fucking again. What does Tony Khan see in this guy? Why do people think he's so entertaining? I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess everyone likes to be lazy. Is that what they're supporting? Lazy? I guess. So we're just gonna go with the lazy guy. Okay. I mean, he is using one of Roman's moves, but just they gave this they gave Orange Cassidy a fucking A. What is wrong with Bleacher Report? Oh my lord, Orange Cassidy gets an A. I never thought I'd see that. Sonata versus Jack Perry. I didn't give two fucks about this match. That's where I turned it off. But Sonata wanted to, or no, actually, it was after this match because I did see Jungle Boy attack him on the stage. And they're like, oh my God, what is he doing? Oh my fucking God. Really? It, it's not that big a deal. It's fucking Jungle Boy. He's a child, he's a little kid. And all people are like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. So fucking what? Oh my lord, it's not that big a deal. They gave that a B. What the hell's wrong with them? Oh, I guess I should have stayed awake a little longer, huh? Or not stayed awake, but actually watched it. Team Elite versus Team Blackpool Combat Club. Oh, winner Team Elite. Would you think the Blackpool Combat Club was going to win? I didn't even watch the match, and I could tell you no. I could tell you no. That Team Elite was going to win. I knew it. Very, very predictable. So, yeah, okay. The next we had Tony Storm versus Willow Nightingale. I do like these two ladies, but I wasn't going to stick around for the whole fucking thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But winner Tony Storm. Good on her. Glad she won. Then they had Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. See, you missed a good match, man. You should have stayed awake a little fucking longer. I could just go back and rewatch it if I really want to see this match. But apparently it was such a good match. And the winner was Will Ospreay. I'm surprised Kenny Omega put him over. I really am with that. But okay. This was the only other match I really wanted to see, but I was just like, when is this match going to be on? Sting, Darby Allin. Tetsuya not Nato Tatsuya Tetsuya Nato versus Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki. I was really actually looking forward to this, and I apologize I didn't make it. But staying Darby Allin and Tatsuya Nato, what does it matter? They're the winners. Okay, great. Then we had the main event, which was Bryan Danielson versus Okada. I'm not even gonna try to say his first name. There's no fucking way. And the winner, did you expect anything less? Bryan Danielson wins. And the funny thing is, he has some Saints creative, so it's not much of a shock that Bryan Danielson actually won. Okie dokie. Unreal, everybody. Unreal. But that was AEW Forbidden Door 2. I honestly don't really care. I really don't care about this New Japan and AEW stuff. I actually enjoyed the AEW solo pay per views all by itself. Those I'll actually go out and watch the whole thing for. But as far as these crossover pay per views, I'm just not into it. I'm really not. I'm sorry if you think I'm a bad guy for it, but I really don't care. I'm sorry. But that's AEW Forbidden Door. If you enjoy it, great for you. You can like whatever you want to like. But for me personally, I was just like, no, I'm not really interested. So this was in WWE news. We're gonna go over to the old man side. But this came out of SmackDown as of last Friday, in case any of you guys are interested. Several talents were not happy with Vince's changes on SmackDown. I did like one. I'm glad Vince put LA Knight over Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is already in the Hall of Fame. Maybe Vince is warming up to LA Knight, and he felt it was his time to go over. So that change I had no issue with on SmackDown. I know a lot of people were happy about that change because a lot of us were worried that Rey Mysterio was going to go over on LA Knight and then he'd lose again at Money in the Bank, but he may not. Maybe LA Knight will actually win Money in the Bank. I hope so. I hope so, and I'm sure you hope so. So hopefully he actually will. But it's being reported by BWE, whatever the fuck that is. Uh, Nick Khan and Triple H were also not happy with the outcome. Several talents were not happy with Vince's changes on SmackDown, and a big meeting is being held today to address these issues. Well, here's a very simple solution. Very simple, a solution that will make everybody happy. No, maybe not everybody, because there are some that actually like Vince, because why wouldn't they if they're getting the biggest push from him and not Triple H? I would say he needs to just stick to the freaking board. You are 79 years old. You don't need to be doing this anymore. You even said, "Oh, I'm not going to be in the weeds anymore." But look at what you're doing. You're changing everything. You are changing everything so fast and so much. It's almost like Triple H isn't running anything. So it's like, what do you want to do? I know Triple H has some flaws of his own. There's some things he needs to work on, but he can't get better if you keep fucking it up. He can't. How's Triple H going to get better at running the company as far as the creative side if Vince is still in the background trying to get everything to do what he wants to do? Eventually, Vince has got to learn he can't keep doing this. He needs to let them handle the creative. Stick to the business side, stick to the money, stick to the people in the office. If you want to throw some suggestions here and there, that's fine. But you don't need to be a part of every single show. You really don't. And I don't think a lot of people want that either because there apparently, I don't know who actually did, but there are some people that walked out. I don't know who these names are. I am not sure. Don't hold me to it. But that's what's going on. There's some people that are very unhappy with the way Vince is running things, and maybe that's the holdup with Bray Wyatt. I have no fucking idea. I know he's not still ill. There's a problem between him and Vince with creative. So whatever they need to get that fixed and situated, or he needs to just say, "All right, Triple H, you can handle Bray Wyatt," because he definitely doesn't want him walking to Tony Khan. He really doesn't. I mean, not to say that Tony Khan would do a good job with Bray Wyatt, but he would actually give him the freedom to do whatever the fuck he wants, and we could actually see a whole different side that would actually bring some interest to AEW if they had a Bray Wyatt. But Vince and company need to get their shit straight and get this guy back on TV. I'm sure he's been ready for weeks. I'm sure Bray Wyatt is ready to go back to work, but they're just paying him to do nothing because they can't come up with anything on their own. But that's what they were doing. We were supposed to see a Wyatt Six faction. That never happened. So what the hell are we doing? What are we doing, Vince McMahon, Triple H, and Nick Khan? Let's get Bray Wyatt something to do. But I will leave you with this. I will leave you with this. I really would like to see LA Knight win Money in the Bank. I do not want to see Logan Paul win Money in the Bank. Hell no. I like Logan Paul. I think he's very entertaining, but he does not need to win a match like that. A match like that is perfect for an LA Knight. Perfect for him. He could catch in on Seth Rollins and maybe win the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't see anybody cashing in on Roman Reigns. I'm sorry. He's set to break Hogan's record. I'm calling it now. He's getting to 1,400 days. That's why they keep putting him in these tag matches. That they're just trying to keep him to hold on to that title to break Hogan's record, because I know Vince is very salty when it comes to Hulk Hogan, and he does not want Hogan to keep holding that record. So he will do whatever he has to do to get Roman Reigns to pass 1,400. That will help him sleep at night. I guess that will put him in a better mood. But I know a lot of people want this title reign to be over. I understand. I am with you. But I also have really enjoyed this title reign. It's been special. It's been one of a kind. And they're never going to duplicate this again. So remember that when you're thinking, oh, I wish it would end. Because once it does, no one else in the history of WWE is going to break that record again. I don't see it happening. I don't think there's going to be another big enough, other than who they have now, say like 10 years from now. I don't know if there's going to be another John Cena type star in WWE. We don't know. We don't know. But that's it, everybody. That's the AEW Forbidden Door results. That's what's happening in WWE, like I promised to give you guys today. Thank you for being here. Again, those of you, like I said in the beginning of the broadcast, please, please, please hit the thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It does help the video and it helps get more eyes on the channel. And if you are new, please subscribe. I'd really be greatly thankful for that. As we are only 19 away from 2,200, it really does help with the algorithm and things like that. But that's everything, guys. I'm not going to take too much more of your time. I love you. I hope you have a great Monday, but I will see you back for Monday Night Raw. That's for sure. It's Monday. Always going to see you back for Monday Night Raw. But anyways, guys, I love you. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.